Hi, boys and girls. Today we are going to be learning about habit number 4. And habit 4 means think, win, win. Can you try that? Think, win, win. Good job. So, think, win, win means that everybody can win. I can problem solve when an issue comes up with another person. I can think about what other people want and not just what I want. And it means I am kind to others and try to think of ways to help everyone to be happy. So sometimes we have to find a way to balance what we want and what another person wants. Like maybe you're both going after the same rainbow bouncing ball and there's only one and you both want it. Well, what are you going to do? Maybe you could take turns and maybe let one person play with it first and then let the other person have a turn. So you have to balance courage for getting what you want with letting other people have what they want too. So this is a story called Sammy and the Pecan Pie. Sammy and his twin sister Sophie usually got along, but sometimes he wished she didn't do everything right. One day at school, Mrs. Hoot said, "Ruffle my feathers, Sophie. You got 100% again." Sophie did really good on her test. "And you did a good job too, Sammy," said Mrs. Hoot. "I wish I could get 100% like Sophie," thought Sammy. So Sammy got an 80%, so he missed a couple answers on his test. And Sophie got 100%, so she didn't miss anything. She got all of them right on her test. After school, everyone went to Mandy's Candies. "We have $4.50. How much candy can we get?" said Lily Skunk. "A lot," said Goob. "We can get 3 bags of yummy gummies, 2 chocolate worms, and 2 lucky suckers." "Wow, Sophie, you added that up fast," said Goob. "Yeah, your brain must be huge," said Jumper, "like as big as a basketball." "Geez, Sammy, what's it like to have such a smart sister?" asked Tagalong Alley. "I don't know," Sammy shrugged. "I guess it's all right," he said, as he headed home. Later that night, Sammy and Sophie were with their mom and dad. "Guess what, Mom?" asked Sophie. "The big spelling bee is coming up." "Oh, Sophie, you're sure to win. And how about you, Sammy? Are you going to enter?" "I guess," Sammy mumbled. "I've got a special dessert tonight," said Mom. "Pecan pie." "That's my favorite," said Sammy, brightening. "I hope you like it," said Mom. "Why does Sophie always get the bigger piece? She always wins!" yelled Sammy. Sammy ran to his room and slammed the door. His mom followed him. "What's the matter, Sammy?" Mom asked quietly. "Nothing," said Sammy. "Come on, little squirrel. I know when something's bothering you. It's just that Sophie gets all the attention. Everyone thinks she's so smart, and it makes me feel dumb." "I'm sorry you feel that way, Sammy, but you're smart too." "I never get 100% on my spelling tests," said Sammy. "Maybe not, but Sophie can't build model rockets like you can," said Mom. "Just because Sophie is good at something doesn't take anything away from you." "What do you mean?" asked Sammy. "Well, some people think that life is like a pie. If someone gets a big piece, that means there's less for you. But really, life is more like an all-you-can-eat buffet. Have you ever been to an all-you-can-eat buffet? You can eat as much food as you want. Everyone can have all the pie they want. Sophie can have a big piece, and so can you. You can both win. So if it's an all-you-can-eat buffet, can I have another piece of pie? Oh, you're such a nut, said Mom. So that's kind of saying that just because someone else is good at something, it doesn't mean that you're not good at something. It doesn't take anything away from you. Just because someone else is really good at basketball, it doesn't mean that you're not good, right? A few days later, it was time for the big science fair. Hey everyone, hollered Sophie. Come take a look at Sammy's booth. It's phenomenal. Thanks, Sophie, said Sammy. Yours is good too. Wow, Sophie, your blubber is so bwainy, said Tagalong Alley. Sammy blushed as Sophie beamed. Mountainville Elementary Science Fair. Sammy's booth says, how to build a rocket. And he has a first place ribbon right there. And there's his rocket. The little worms, his sign says, how to eat an apple. The science fair was a blast today, said Sammy as they walked home. I hope Mom has some pie left. Yeah, as long as I get the biggest piece, said Sophie, winking at Sammy. I think there's more than enough for both of us, said Sammy. Last one home is a rotten egg. And that's the end of the story.